What up, though? It's your boy BZ430. You are listening to Dead End Gaming episode. It's another podcast week. Episode 194. Damn, 194. That's crazy. Yes, I am one half your host tonight. With me, I got Granddad Willie. He just dropped a phenomenal album. I don't know, this is his first time really talking about it since it's been released on here. So go ahead and tell the people, man. You've been saying album of the century every time. Album of the century.
You niggas thought I was lying. You niggas thought I was bullshitting. When I say I'm gonna do something, motherfucker, I'm gonna do it. New intro, Granddaughter, 1,000 Hours, 2 albums of the century, Oi Through Blue, Oi Through Red, pick your poison, cause they both gonna kill it, nigga. We out here.
They were down you, man. They was calling your album Detox and all this. Like, is it ever coming out?
Now it's the newest drug on the streets and they can't get enough of it.
Look at it. Look at it.
Talk about them. Talk about it. Talk about it. Look, y'all.
Good.
Yo, we out here, y'all. Album is out now everywhere. Go cop that. Go cop that.
Bandcamp, landof1000hours.com. Definitely go by landof1000hours.com first.
Yeah. Go there first.
Go by there.
Copy with if you get the album anywhere on streaming, whatever it is, at least go to landof1000hours.com.
Yes.
Cop a Way Through shirt. More merch is in the works right now, so it's gonna be dropping. But that's where you go to get everything Granddaughter. But yo, wherever you want it, just support the album. I appreciate y'all. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. The ride's just beginning, but yo, I really love the feedback I've been getting so far from it. Thank you all, and let's keep running it up, y'all. Way Through out now. Let's get it.
Yes, as always, man. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching us. We stream live. For the folks that only listen to us on Fridays, we stream live here on Twitch at twitch.tv/deadandgamingATL. So be sure to tune in every Tuesday nights, whether it's going to be our podcast week or our gaming week. Come check us out gaming, you know what I'm saying, as well. We don't just talk about games, but we also play them as well. So, yes, this show is breaking down to 3. And we, you know what? And me and Granddad, we working on like some new format stuff for the show. So new format might be coming soon. You know what I'm saying? We might, switch some things up a little bit.
Stay tuned.
You know what I mean? Yeah, stay tuned. But this show separated in 3 parts. First part, we talk about the games we played. Second, we talk about the news and topics. These news and topics is pretty much stuff that I'm pretty sure me and Granddad is looking forward to talking about.
Yeah.
And then got a one gotta go. I got a dope one gotta go for the night. And of course, live questions from you guys. Or, if you just ask a question in DE Pod questions, you can ask one in there if you don't want to pop in and be live on the show. You know what I'm saying? That's all right. That's all good. But all questions are welcome. Whether it can be anything. Music, movies, life, video games, whatever you want it to be, it is okay. It does not have to be video game based, even though we are a video game based podcast, but it does not have to be that for the question. So you can ask us anything. So with that being said, I'm gonna start off talking about the games that I played. So some more Diablo 4. Now I completed the campaign story. I was telling Diogen like, yo man, I'm good. I'm getting good. My build on that thing is dope. So
that's what's up.
I got a good blood build on there with my necromancer. I want to work on a bone build. I wish they have something where you can save your loadouts or whatever. So that would be kind of cool. But so I'm working my way up on there. I'm back playing Cyberpunk now because I finished. If y'all checked out my Twitch channel a couple of days ago, what was that? Saturday. I finally beat Zelda Tears of Kingdom, man. I beat that thing. I've done so much. I mean, I put over 300 hours on that game. Because you know how Nintendo can show you how many hours. Shout out to RE4. RE4 told me how to check this.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can check and see how many hours that you've played on a video game. When you highlight the game or go to your profile, it just show like how many hours you spent on the game. Now that I finished Zelda, so now I'm back. I'm on my backlog now. So I'm playing Jedi Survivor, Cyberpunk. Division 2, shout out to Ram Bees. I got another homie who him and 2 of his homies, they played Division 2 like tough. Like they was playing Division 2 when I was playing Zelda and Diablo and all that stuff. Yeah. I was like, man, I got a little extra time to play some Division 2. I see him on. I was running with him because they got like a new they had a new update. They got a new exotic in there for the new season, and they don't have manhunt no more. They have like a search and find. You got to search and find these certain targets, and they have you do them in a different way. So it's kind of changing up a little bit, and they have a new game mode in there called a Descent, which is actually pretty fun. It kind of reminds me of the survival mode that was in the first division, where you start off pretty much like with nothing, and you get like the basic guns, the basic armor, and like as you keep progressing on each stage, you get better stuff. So yeah, the Descent is dope as hell. So I was playing that with Ram Beezy on Division 2. So and what? I played some X Defiant. They had the free beta this past weekend. I think it was from the 20th to the 23rd.
Yeah.
And I was playing that. That's supposed to be like the competition for Call of Duty and Apex and all, because it's pretty much a 6v6 PvP game. You know what I'm saying? So it's by Ubisoft. So and I think it's gonna be a free game when it actually like released. It's not gonna be like a paid game. It's gonna be like Apex, Call of Duty Warfare. It's like it's free, but if you want to buy stuff in there, you can if you want to. But yeah, it's a free game. So but it was pretty cool. I actually, it wasn't as fast paced like a Call of Duty Warzone is. Yeah. Man, that shit is too fast for me. Yeah. This game seemed like if Division was first person, if Division was FPS. That's how I felt like playing this game. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty cool. And they had factions and they had stages that was resemble some like Division locations. I'm like, oh shit, that's Division, New York, whatever. Like it was kind of cool seeing some of the because I think it like combines Division, Rainbow Six. I forgot the other two games that's like kind of combined in that world that they put in there. But yeah, it was pretty cool, man. I'm looking forward to getting that whenever that drops. I'm definitely, like I said, it's a free game. I'm gonna definitely download that. And what else? You know what? And I didn't even hit up Majestic. If she's listening to this or watching this, she's gonna be mad. I played a little bit of Splatoon. I was like, oh man, let me go back in here and try to, get my bearings back good, so I won't be all rusty next time we bang up on Splatoon. So yeah, I played a little bit of Splatoon as well. So yeah, those the joints, those the games I've been playing for this past week, man. I'm back on my gaming shit. Now that Zelda is like, I'm done, like I can kind of focus and start like kind of, spreading my wings and playing other stuff now,
Yeah, man, you've been working out here, bro. I see.
I've been working, bro. I've been working.
Damn,
I've been working.
Trying to get like you, my boy.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I wanna
I'm trying to live up. I remember at the beginning of the year, they did like a poll, and we was like, who y'all think gonna play like the most, different games, and a lot of people said me. So I want to live up to that expectation. You know what I'm saying? I want to live up to that.
Yeah, you gotta live up to the monarch. You gotta live up to your expectations. I feel that.
Yeah. What about you, man? What you been playing?
Oh man, so been busy with this album stuff, but I still did have some time to game. So Street Fighter 6, I reached gold on ranked finally. So I hit gold day before yesterday. Loving it. Really starting to get used to the play style and the mechanics of the game. It's they did such a good job with this game, y'all. Like I really am enjoying Street Fighter 6 on all levels. And I just think it's going to continue to get better and better. Like I really got nothing bad to say about this game. It's just so much fun to play. I really am digging just every aspect of it. And like I'm trying, like I think I'm good with Ken now. I'm gonna start trying to figure out the next character I want to play, and I'm bouncing between JP and maybe Cammy, because I want a little bit of a faster player. I want to so Ken's a good rushdown character, like up close, mid range, up close character. Put pressure on. Cammy is a very fast character with the rushdown, but she's quick with it, and she's got a lot of high low mix ups and whatnot. So I think I want to try that. And JP is a good just space creator and range character, and I need one of those too. So I kind of want to have a little bit of everything. Oh God, not JP.
Did you always have like a favorite character? Who was like your go-to character in Street Fighter?
It's always been Ken since I was a kid.
It's always been Ken.
Ever since the very first. Well, the first.
Every Street Fighter too. Every single Street Fighter has always been Ken.
Since Street Fighter 2 on until now, It's always been Ken. Every time. Amazing. And that's the only fighting game where that's been that way. Every other fighting game, and maybe Tekken, because Tekken usually I would either be Christy or Eddie. But any other fighting game, I switch it up usually every game. Like with Mortal Kombat, it's just whoever gravitates towards me. So like it just depends. Dragon Ball games, same thing. When I would play Dragon Ball Fighter games or any other game. But Street Fighter, it's always been Ken. And then like depending on it, and then second you will be Sagat. So if they give us Sagat in this game as the DLC, then I'm picking up Sagat. Because usually,
oh, he's not in the game.
He's not in base game, not yet. So I'm pretty sure because he wasn't in base game either in 5, and they finally after a while brought him into the game in 5 later on. So I picked him up later in the game. So if they bring in Sagat, then I'm gonna pick up Sagat as well. But yeah, I'm loving the game. Christian, you said Jury, your girl. My little brother, shout out, he plays Jury, so I don't play Jury because I fucking hate Jury because he plays her. And he be kicking my ass with her. He be annoying the fuck out of me with Jury. So yeah, no, but I respect Jury. Yeah, you know, like he be look, my little brother, shout out to my brother Shadow X, he be out there laughing like crazy. He pick up fighting games super quick. Like we both pick him up quick, but he be on like another level with it. So he keeps me sharp. He keeps me sharp though. So like we ran some games as well. So you know he definitely, you know, keeps me on my toes. But I also, funny enough, you said it, I went back to Splatoon as well. Played some more Splatoon, you know, because it's just fun. I started the campaign, like the first couple levels of the campaign, but I also just did some online stuff. But this was just a fun game, and I was like, fuck it, let's go. I finally, because I had beat the campaign on 2. That was the only thing that was left for me to do on 2. So I finished that a while ago. And I said, well, let me go ahead and start the campaign on 3. So that's been pretty fun. Went back to Returnal, beat my record on the Tower of Sisyphus. I finally made it to level 6. That shit was stressful, but I did it. Level 6 is hard. Like getting past level 5 is a pain. You gotta be so locked in. Like, but here's the thing about
that crazy. Is that crazy? Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the longevity for me personally, the longevity of this game, Returnal, is amazing because it's a roguelike game, and it's nothing different. It's the same shit. But for some reason, I don't get bored playing this game. Like I can fire this game up, go to the Tower of Sisyphus because I beat the main campaign. But going to the tower, and I know what I'm gonna get. But it's just something about just how the game works and the progressions and just wanting to do better and better. Like it's like I can continue to play this game for the next 5 years, and I know I won't get bored with it. That's how crazy this game is.
5 years?
I'm telling you right now. Like this game, Returnal's been out for 3-4 years now, and I still play that shit regularly. Like there's not many games in my library that I still go to that's that old that I still play regularly. So shout out to Returnal. Like if they decide to do a sequel, they don't have to, but if they decide to do a sequel, I'm in. Cause like it's something about that game. It's something about that game. That game is fire, bro. So if you've never played Returnal, it's challenging. But it's very rewarding to play. Like, and then it's just so much to it that you can keep going. I did play some Apex, got a dub. Played some Apex because I haven't fired that up in a while. And the last thing that I played was, what else did I play? I think I played something else when I was in Vegas. Right. Zelda. Yeah, I played. I'm not like B. I'm not like B right now. I'm still, but I did get a little bit further in Zelda, and I'm liking it too. I'm really liking it.
Zelda is so amazing. Man.
It is. It is amazing. It is amazing. But like I said, I'm not like be putting 300 hours in yet. You know, I ain't got that time yet. But
bro, I was playing this game everywhere, bro.
But I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there for sure. But so far, I'm liking what I'm playing. But yeah, that's what I've been on. So.
Hey man, that sounds like some. Hey, look, it sounds like you've been getting busy too, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at it.
A little bit, not too bad, not too much. But
you haven't get a chance to play Mortal Kombat. I saw some people having.
Why you bring that up, bro? I wasn't even gonna say nothing, bro.
I'm upset. I'm upset. I mean, you know, the people probably want to know your thoughts, man. They want to know how you feel. What thoughts,
bro? They didn't send me a code. They hate me, bro. All right, let me. All right,
tell them why you mad. Tell them why you mad. Tell them why you mad.
So, all right. So Mortal Kombat 1, y'all. So the developers sent out a stress test or just to test the stress levels or how good the online plays. So they sent out these codes to certain players and people in the community to test out the game for like 3 days. And I signed up, you know, thinking, okay, look, they've been good to me the past 2 games. They was good to me on 10. They was good to me on 11. They let me go. They sent me out to the event in LA. And we good. Another round fucks with your boy.
You know what I'm saying? Bruh, tell them why you mad.
I checked my email the day it dropped. I ain't getting nothing. I'm like, all right, maybe it's going to be later. Checked it again. Nothing. Next day, nothing. Next day, nothing. Then they like, oh, that's it for the stress test. I ain't getting no code. And I'm watching all these people post their videos doing combos. They look fun as fuck.
Dancing on the video.
Dancing on the video, being happy and smiling and laughing and shit. Fuck these niggas, bruh. I'm sorry, I'm a little upset. Because, like, real talk, I wanted a code so bad. I want to play that game so bad. They made that game look so fucking fun, B. You ain't got no idea, bro. I was watching the pros play that shit. I was watching motherfuckers I ain't never seen in my life get a code. I was like, who is this nigga? How he get a code? And they was having a good old time and shit, doing these crazy combos and fatalities and cameos and shit, bro.
He said it cameos and shit.
Man, I want to play this game so bad, bro. So now I got to wait till whenever the open beta is going to be. Hopefully, I can get into that shit. But yeah, I was a little salty about it. But shout out to NetherRealm, because this looks like this going to be a fucking amazing game. Like, this looks like it's going to be... People were saying that this is sort of like a love letter to Mortal Kombat 9 with the pace and the combo ability of Mortal Kombat 10, but the beautiful look of Mortal Kombat 11 graphically combined. And I get it, because as I was watching it, it looks like that. The game, the gameplay trailer that they showed does not do the game justice when you see it actually being played live. This game looks phenomenal. The way that the combos are done, the throw mechanics, the camera angles switching up, the fatality, bruh, everything in this game is wild, bruh. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. So hopefully, NetherRealm, please, hook your boy up. Come on. I can't wait till September. I need a taste. It's too long, bro. Give me something.
What's good, Bill? Deogen was saying people wasn't really feeling the Mortal Kombat. I wonder who saw that.
The people said that were most of the people who saw the gameplay trailer. But I'm telling you, when I felt that way too. But then when I actually was watching like pro players, I was watching like Ninja Killer and Sonic Fox and Dynasty and all these other people play the game, and I was like seeing it in real time. That shit looks amazing. Graphically, the way it flows.
So you're sold.
I'm sold on it. I was just mad that I didn't get to play it. I just wanted, they didn't give you I would an hour, something. Give me something, goddamn it. So I just gotta wait for it. But yeah, I'm getting it. I'm copping it. I can't wait. Whenever they announce that open beta, I'm on it. I hope I can get in, and I'm definitely gonna stream some gameplay and show y'all, because yeah, this game looks great. So I mean, this is the year of fighting games, y'all. Like, trust me, like Street Fighter 6 has knocked it out of the park. Now we gonna get Mortal Kombat. Maybe they say Tekken next year, but even still, with just
so Tekken's not gonna be this year.
It might be, it might not. We don't know, but even still, we got Street Fighter and we got Mortal Kombat. We got two of the big three. I'm happy with that. So yeah, look out for more Mortal Kombat updates. But as of now, yeah, your boy got shaded. It's all good. It happens, you know. I should have sent him the album. Maybe that would have did it.
Maybe
because I ain't sent Ed Boon the album. I'm sorry, Ed. I'm sorry. Yo.
You know, he probably want to hear that hot fire too, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I fucked up.
Why you holding out?
It's probably my fault. It was probably my fault. I fucked up. It was me.
Damn, you're holding out from the heat, man. Who's want to hear the heat?
Speaking of holding out and being fucked up, Xbox is fucked up. Trying to raise their goddamn prices on the nigga.
Bruh.
Game
Pass.
You know what?
I feel like someone in the chat, I don't know, I feel like someone in the chat years ago had predicted this. They was like, man, it's a matter of time before Game Pass prices start going up. Like, I feel like someone predicted that. I can't remember who did it. But I feel like that was predicted before.
It happens, bro. I mean, it's the nature of the business. So yeah, Microsoft Game Pass is officially getting a price bump just in time for the release of Starfield, the biggest or the next big exclusive game. It's quite convenient, right? It's quite convenient. Yeah. So like Xbox, Game Pass has been like fairly affordable since this came out. I mean, it was the best. People say it's the best deal in gaming. You pay depending on the tier level that you pay for. You pay between $10 to like $15, and you get all the catalog of every Xbox. Plus, day one releases of big games like Halo and Atomic Heart was another one, and a whole bunch of other big games. And people was loving Xbox Game Pass. Only thing about it, for me personally, was they just didn't drop new games as fast as I wanted to, or brand new games. But now we are going to get a cross-the-board price increase that does not include the PC Game Pass. So this is just for the console version or the regular version of Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate. But it's going to pretty much be a $2 increase across the board, which doesn't seem like a lot. But look, y'all remember when Netflix started doing this shit? They started with a little bit, and then they started with a little bit more. And then next thing you know, Netflix is like $20 more than it used to be. That's what I think is gonna start happening with Game Pass now.
When I first got Netflix, bro, that shit used to be $4.99 a month.
Right? Now that shit like $25 and shit, bro, for nothing, bro. Hey, wow.
That shit is crazy.
So
that shit is so wild.
I feel like the uproar is definitely, why are y'all increasing the price when you're not really giving us anything that justifies it? Because like if you think about Game Pass, like unless you're sitting there playing a lot of old Xbox games, you're not really getting much for it because they don't drop a lot of brand new games that make it really worth it. I mean, they'll drop games here and there, and they update it constantly with games you've played before, but it hasn't been a true, I think since Redfall, which was a fail. I don't know if Redfall was day one on Game Pass, but that was a fail. But since Halo came out, the latest Halo, that was like something that everybody was really looking forward to. And now they're doing this right before Starfield drops next month, which if this game that a Starfield doesn't do well or isn't received well, and then it's coming off the heels of a price increase, that's not going to be good for Xbox. That's not going to be good for all. So
this game better not flop. There's someone, I think it was Isaiah when I was doing the podcast with Isaiah, he was saying that he thinks this is Bethesda's like last hope or last,
It is. I mean, honestly, because what else could, like, if this fails, if this next game fails, what else can they do to really be back in the good graces and really make this seem like this is all worth it? Because everything that, even with Halo, like it didn't come as it didn't have that staying power that people thought it would have had. Well, not staying power, but that impact that people thought it would have had. I played the whole game. I ran through the campaign. It was an enjoyable game, but there was no reason for me to really go back to it or play the multiplayer or anything like. I don't even think they had multiplayer out the gate, did they?
No, they didn't.
So there was a game came out with no multiplayer and all this other stuff. So, I'm rooting. Technically, look, I've always, said my fair share of things about Xbox in the past, and I've turned the corner a little bit, but I also got to be real honest.
I turned the corner a little bit,
but I got to be honest. And I'm rooting for them. But it's not looking too good with this price increase. I would have waited till after Starfield dropped, and if it was a hit, then like a month or two later came in with the price increase, because then you already are off the heels of a successful game. People were talking about it. All right, we'll nudge it up a couple dollars, and people are like, oh well, Starfield's been doing so well. It's a great game. I ain't playing it yet, but I'll do it. And it's $16.99. Now then the $14.99. That's for Ultimate, but I don't know, man. Like I said, this smells like a whole Netflix situation waiting to happen. And before you know it, we're gonna be paying $60 a month for Game Pass, or $60 or not $60. That's a lot, but like probably $30.
It's roughly like $15 a month. I think
it's like $15 a month now. Now it's like they're going from 15 to 17, and 17 will turn to 20, 20 turn to 25. Next thing you know, we got $30 for Game Pass.
I mean, look, it sounds like the kind of field that you in. So I think with the brick stuff, how you can pack it up. It sound
what you mean?
It sound like this is right up your alley. It sound like you understand this.
Albums, bro. I sell albums.
So they sell this for that much, and then they get for that much. Then that mean you can get. I mean, it just sound like brick talk to me. I don't know. Y'all be the judge.
I don't know.
Y'all be the judge of that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all be the judge of that. That's
I'm a rapper, bro. I just proved it a couple days ago, bro. I'm a rapper.
I don't know, man. That sounded like you was in too much familiar territory right there.
Anyway. So, but no, so we'll see how this goes. I mean, obviously, out the gate reactions are not positive, but if Starfield does well, I think it'll just sort of die down, and people will be like, they'll get used. Everybody, whenever there's a price increase of anything, people gonna complain because they gotta shell out more money. But if Microsoft and if Xbox does what they're supposed to do with Game Pass, and they provide good games, they're more frequent with the uploading of different titles and whatnot, and they make the service and the product worthwhile, which is what made it popular in the first place, I think they'll be fine. But they gotta have a home run with Starfield. Redfall didn't do it. Halo didn't have enough legs under it, and now it's like you're banking everything on Starfield. So if this game isn't good, then they're gonna be in a bad spot, on a lot of levels. So I hope Starfield is good. I don't. To me personally, I'm not neither one way or the other with the game. I'm gonna just wait and see, how it is. But for those who have been waiting for this game, I hope y'all support it. I hope it takes off. because Microsoft needs this dub for sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how this game gonna do. Is it? I wonder. I didn't read into it deeper, but I wonder is it gonna be like a game one joint on for Game Pass?
It is.
Like,
it will be.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's definitely worth it.
And that's why I think that's why they're doing this.
They're doing this
increase because
price increase
because they know the hype around this game is pretty big. So for those who don't have Game Pass but have been looking forward to Starfield, they're gonna maximize that profit. Even the $2 increase, if 1 million people do it, that's a lot more money. So yeah. But
man. Goodness gracious, I'm looking forward to that, man.
But still, since we're still talking about Game Pass, another game that's on Game Pass, a game that I actually played and I beat. Actually, I played the whole game on the Dead End Gaming YouTube. You can watch the whole series on the YouTube channel. Atomic Heart.
Atomic Heart.
They are revealing that they are going to have a little bit of DLC dropping. DLC weapons, robots, new settings, and a whole bunch more, which I think is kind of dope. Atomic
Heart, that's another one of my backlogs I need to finish too.
Yeah,
because I think I'm kind of near the end almost. I mean, I think, but yeah, that's another game I need to finish as well. I need to finish that game.
Nah, it's a dope game. It's a really dope game. It's a very unique and quirky game. Like I said, people likened it to like a BioShock type of style game.
It does. It remind me of BioShock Infinite. It gives me that type of vibe.
Yeah. So it's and playing it, I really enjoyed having fun with it and recording the gameplay, doing the Let's Plays. But yeah, for me personally, with the DLC weapons and the robots interest me because the robots here were crazy as fuck. These are some kung fu ninja robots.
Bruh.
So I want to see how they up the ante with the robots and the enemies because the enemies were kind of crazy in this game.
They were. The design for them and everything was really weird.
The boss fights were
the dope. Boss fights was crazy as hell. Yeah.
So
yes, man.
So I'm kind of all for this. Now the weapons thing, I'm also I'm for it too, but I fucked up on the weapon side of things because it took me a while to get different weaponry. I didn't even unlock all the weapons when I beat the game because there's so many other weapons you can get, but you have to essentially kill a lot of regular enemies to build up material to get these weapons. You have to sit there killing a whole bunch of random enemies. Mind you, in this game, a lot of these enemies, the regular enemies in the game, respawn. A lot of them just show back up. You leave, and you come back up. Yep. So you got to do a lot of killing just to get enough materials to buy these weapons. And I was just trying to get through the game. So I only had about 4 weapons total. When I beat the game, I think I had the pistol, the electric gun, the shotgun, and I think I had 1 automatic gun. And then I had my little magical powers and shit too, with the glove and shit. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what these new weapons are, but I'd have to go back to Atomic Heart and actually unlock everything else to see the difference between the other game. But and then of course they have Annihilation Instinct too, which I think is what it's called. And I'll actually play the trailer for y'all. We'll play a little bit of it and see. But yeah, Atomic Heart in general, I think was a really interesting game. So I didn't expect, and honestly, that was actually probably one of my favorite games I played this year. But I don't think it was talked about enough. And again, that was a day 1 release on Game Pass. But I just don't think it got the attention that it truly deserved. But I mean, looking at this trailer, these new weapons, these look kind of dope, and these new enemies look kind of wild too. So I don't know.
I'm here for wildness.
So, and I like the environment too because this environment is a lot more darker and grimmer. The original Atomic Heart was very bright and colorful. This looks very a little bit more darker, and I kind of like that.
Give me dark and crazy. I want dark and crazy.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm all for this. I might cop it, and who knows? I might record it like I did the last gameplay, because why not? And then throw that on the YouTube as well, because I fuck with Atomic Heart. So hopefully this isn't the last time. Hopefully, if the DLC also does well, maybe we get a sequel down the line. I can see definitely this becoming a franchise if they do it right. But what you got any other thoughts on the game? I know you haven't finished it, but any other games? It's coming in August.
Yeah. Now like I mentioned earlier, now that I got some of my Zelda done, I can get on my backlog. And like I said, Jedi. When you mentioned Atomic Heart, I'm like, oh shit, that's another one I need to go ahead and finish, and at least finish that before the DLC drop.
Right.
So yeah, no, I'm like talking about it now. It's like, okay, yeah, I need to stop messing around and go ahead and play. This is the same way I did with Jedi Fallen Order when Survivor was getting ready to come out. I was like, okay, let me stop messing around and just go ahead and beat this game because I was playing around, not finishing it like I should have. So I need to get on that now. I need to get on that because Atomic Heart is definitely dope. And like I said, and I want to say the community put me up on BioShock because I remember I was late to the BioShock party. And I had played the first one, and when I played the first one, the second one, and I played BioShock Infinite, and I think the first one is my favorite because it's the scariest one, I guess, or somewhat scary. But but then that third one, Infinite, is definitely dope. So playing Atomic Heart definitely gave me like, oh yeah, this shit gives me a BioShock Infinite vibe. So I fucks with it.
Oh yeah,
cool. I like it, man. I mess with it, man. So, but I know another DLC that me and you looking forward to playing is Resident Evil 4.
Yes, sir.
They got a DLC. You know what? Now I had a feeling they was gonna do more than just the mercenary game. You know what I'm saying? Like they
usually like what's been happening with these Resident Evil games lately. There's usually a DLC of some sort to accompany it afterwards.
Right.
That's kind of like what they've been their MO for these past few games. So I'm not surprised at this at all. And it looks like we're gonna get some Ada Wong.
Yep. And see, when I saw that, I was like, well, I remember the OG Resident Evil 4 had like, all the mercenary stuff, like, and then like Ada you kind of play like an Ada story, kind of like what you did in Resident Evil 6, I believe, as well. Like once you complete the 3 main stories, they added Ada. That was like the 4th one. But yeah, I can see the DLC being pretty much like Ada based. You know what I'm saying? Like very Ada strong, Ada heavy. You know what I mean? And I'm cool with it because, but what's funny though, like about this Resident Evil 4, it's like I played it, I beat it, but then I didn't go back to it like I did Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah,
like when I played Resident Evil 2 remake, it was so much game. Like I went back and just play, I went back and played that shit a lot. Like when I beat this, I beat it. I played the mercenary game a few times, and like that was it. Like that was pretty much it. Like I didn't go back and try to like 100% some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I think what it is because now I think we're used to the whole Resident Evil remake cycle.
That could be it.
I think with 2, we were so hyped with 2. Because like, oh, it's remade and it looks great. And
that was like the first big remake since the Resident Evil Mansion version when they did on GameCube.
Exactly.
So yeah, you're right.
And then we got 3 super fast. 3 came out after that.
We did.
And then that's what happened to me with 3. With 3, it's like I played it and I was like, all right, I'm done. And then that was it. And then with 4, like it took me a while to start 4, and I'm almost done with it. And I'm liking it. I'm having a good time with it, but I'm almost done with it. But I'm like, yeah, I was feeling the same way I'm feeling about 3 now with it. So I'm like, all right. So I think we're just super. I have more. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I love the remakes, but I have way more. I have way more fun playing the newer titles, like playing Resident Evil 8 and playing Resident Evil 7. I enjoy playing those. And probably because they're newer. Obviously, they're new stories and a new dynamic to it. But and don't get me wrong, Resident Evil 4 has always been my favorite Resident Evil game.
Resident Evil 4 was amazing.
I played the OG one to death. I played that one for like 1.5 million times.
I did too.
So playing this one, I mean, I played it, and it definitely gives those vibes back. But it's just like
the replay value wasn't there because we was like, we went. Yeah,
I've already been through the replay value, so that's how it is. So I mean, it's cool that we're gonna get the DLC. Honestly, I don't know why we've never gotten a. I mean, probably, I don't know if it was so, but why we haven't gotten a full Ada game, just a game where Ada's the main protagonist. Like, at this point, like, she's been in so many games and so involved in the lore, I don't see why she can't have a standalone game because they find some way to bring Ada Wong into the fold all the time anyway.
All the time.
So I'm like, at this point, just give her a game.
What she's in Resident Evil 2. I mean, hell, she was mentioned in the Mansion version. Yeah, but you didn't see her. But she was mentioned in it. Resident Evil 2. She was in Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 6. So yeah. Right.
So and I get it. She's heavily linked to Leon. So that's why when Leon's around, you better believe you're gonna see Ada. But I think at this point now, it's like, all right, I think we need to go ahead and just give Ada her own game and see how she does. And dive deeper into Ada's sort of story more so than the mysterious. You know, we kind of know her story, but like I feel like there's more to it that we can really see played out in full scope if they did it right. But they got to do it right. I'm not just doing it for the sake of doing it. But yeah. Other than that, though, like I mean, Resident Evil sort of been like on a run, a really good run lately. I mean, ever since they got their own engine, the RE engine, which is the same engine,
they use that from 7.
Yeah,
from 7. Yep.
From 7, and they use that same engine for Street Fighter 6. If you didn't know that, that's
oh really?
The Resident Evil engine is what they used to for the. That's why it looks the way it does. If you look at it, it looks like it looks like Resident Evil. If you think about it,
and you know what? Yeah, and I thought that Street Fighter. I'm like, is it me or this Street Fighter got like a different look or something about it? Like
it's using the Resident Evil engine.
Okay, that's smart. That's smart because that's
Capcom.
That's on the Capcom. Yeah, that's all Capcom joints. So yeah, no, that's smart.
Yeah,
that's
so I'm looking forward to seeing like what Resident Evil 9 is going to be about, because I really have likened this new first person super horror based version of Resident Evil they've been doing. And honestly, Resident Evil Village was sort of like a vibe of a first person version of Resident Evil 4, just a little bit more intense if you think about it. So where they go with it next, I'm looking forward to it. But I mean, Resident Evil, like regardless if they're doing remakes or new games, they've been knocking it out of the park, and they've been raking in money. So like, I'm just here for it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna whatever this DLC is and it comes out, I'm gonna cop it. I'm gonna play it. You know, they got
if I remember correctly, if they stay online with the OG joint, I think it's gonna be called Separate Ways. Which is the Ada driven story. So yeah. I think this is we definitely gonna get our Ada gameplay on this one. So
should be pretty. And even if it's the case where they just make it all Ada, then that will be the closest.
That's fine.
That's fine with me. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a full game.
That's fine.
Even give us the full DLC with just Ada, I'm cool with that. And that gives us a chance to kind of like explore that avenue and see how people think about it. And if it does work, then maybe down the line you can get that full game. But we'll see. But yeah, you know, look, a lot of DLCs, a lot of new content for a lot of dope games is coming out. So it's been a good year for gaming, though. Real talk.
Another thing, did I ask you who you think is going to be the remainder of the characters on Mortal Kombat? Because I'm still wrecking my brain trying to figure out, like, man, who are they?
All right, so I've been doing a little digging. I've been doing some digging since I couldn't play the shit. I might as well figure out some information.
Okay.
So based on a few interactions that within game for certain characters and things like that, so I know some cameo characters that we didn't get to see, but like you're gonna get all the OGs from Mortal Kombat 1 and 2.
So Raiden.
Kano.
We already seen Kano.
So Raiden's gonna be in the base game. He's gonna be in the base game.
Okay.
But cameo characters, we already.
That's what I mean. I'm sorry. That's what I mean. Base game. I'm sorry.
Okay. So base game. Yeah, we'll have Raiden. Well, we know we got Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, Scorpion, Johnny Cage, Kung Lao, Kenshi. And then I feel like we're gonna get a return of some Mortal Kombat 4 characters, because that was hinted. So I feel like we might get Kai, you might get Riku, we might get I would love to see a return to Tanya. I think Tanya's overdue for a return.
She was on 4?
She was on. No, she wasn't.
She was on Deception.
No, she was on. No, she wasn't. She was on the. She was on Ultimate. But no, I'm just thinking like characters because she was in Mortal Kombat 10, but she wasn't in 11, and she wasn't in 9. So I feel like it's time, because I'm thinking of all the because they haven't announced any female characters yet, but
Sonya.
Sonya is a cameo. But they didn't say if she was in the base
she's
game.
Not going to be in the base game?
She might be. She might be, but she might not, because she's seen as a cameo, but she could be in the base game, because I've heard Sub-Zero is a cameo and a base character. So they're saying some characters will have...
Really?
So some characters will be in the main game, but they can also be used as a cameo. So it just depends on the character. So Sonya might be in that fold, but if not... Oh, but we also got Melina and Katana. So Melina and Katana are in the base game.
So they're in the base game.
Yeah, they're in the base game. So as well. Striker, I think it's gonna be a cameo character. Striker's gonna come back as well.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah. Cabal, I would like to see in any form, because I love Cabal. So bring Cabal back. Or Baraka.
I was about to say, yeah, I know Baraka. That's your guy.
Yeah, that's the big homie Baraka. Also, I want to see here's another thing. The big boss of the game. I think if you remember Mortal Kombat Deception, you remember Onaga, the Dragon King?
Yeah.
Onaga might be back in the game. And here's why. There's an interaction I saw between two Liu Kangs that were playing in the game. And they had a little interaction before the fight. And they said, does Onaga exist in your timeline? And the other Liu Kang says, exist in it? He rules it. He rules it. So I'm like, maybe in Liu Kang's timeline, Onaga is now
the guy.
He's like the guy.
What about Shang's? Not Shang Tsung.
Well, Shang Tsung's gonna be in the game as well. So Shang Tsung I think he's a day one.
But he's not gonna be the guy. He's not gonna be the guy though. He's not gonna be the main.
I don't think
the main antagonist. He's not gonna be the main antagonist.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if. Okay, so Onaga might be like the ruler, but he might not be necessarily the antagonist. If you get what I'm saying, he might be like in charge of the realm or a certain realm, but he could very well just not be. You don't know. We don't know what this story and the timeline is going to be. So that's what intrigues me about this game, is because all these characters we know of, but they're now being all painted in a different light. So we don't really know what their role truly is until we see the story of the game. Some of them we know, like we know now in this game, Scorpion and Sub-Zero are now brothers. They're actually blood brothers in this game.
Right. Okay. I thought I saw that. I'm like, wow, they brothers now? Because they were like arch enemies in the older timeline of Mortal Kombat.
Exactly. And Mileena, instead of it back in the day, like her story back then was Shang Tsung created her through sorcery using Tarkatan blood and katana and cloning katana, but also mixing her. So that's how she has her face. But in this game, she ends up with a disease, and it turns her and it changes her that way. So before she looked normal, and she ended up with a disease that she has to hide because she is actually the ruler. She's Kana, so she's actually the ruler of the land. Okay. And in order for her to keep her position, she can't dispel that she's sick and she's got this disease. So that's a cool little story that they kind of changed to the world. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff too. So I'm looking forward to seeing just how all these characters are definitely going to be painted in this new light. But I mean, as far as I know, I think there's going to be 16 base characters, and then I don't know how many cameos, but I think there's 16 base characters, and of course we're going to get DLCs down the line too. But
do you think? I mean, I know they probably do this for fan service, but you think they're gonna have like you know how you had like Terminator and Predator and Sylvester Stallone? Like, you think they're gonna have all that in this too, as far as like DLC characters? Really?
Yeah, they've been doing it for so long. Now it's a staple. The guest cameo or the guest DLC characters. Like I said, I mentioned it before. There's rumors that they're gonna have Homelander or Omni-Man. I don't know how I can see Homelander. I don't know about Omni. I don't know. It could be. They could do both. I don't know how that would work.
I mean, both of them are very like gruesome and don't give a fuck.
No, exactly. But I'm thinking about licensing wise. I mean, they could probably get it. I mean, they've got so many. People. But you gotta think there's other characters that probably didn't make it in Mortal Kombat 11. Like people were still wondering why Ash Williams didn't make it in the game from Evil Dead. So he might make it in this game. Or
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see.
Or,
I can
or
see
I think it was somebody else people were asking about. But here's the thing with that: they can bring those characters in, but don't overdo it. Like I want to see more. I want to see them bring back more like characters that we really haven't seen a lot in these Mortal Kombat games. So bring back Ashra or Shujinko, and give them a new persona. Bring back
What about Quincy, the bald head dude?
Quan Chi, yeah, bring back Quan Chi. Yeah, bring Quan Chi. But yeah, I'm cool for Quan Chi coming back. He was in Mortal Kombat 10, so he was in X. So yeah, but you bring back Quan Chi.
He was in X.
Yeah, he was in Mortal Kombat. Yeah,
like a player. How come I don't remember that?
Yeah, he was in. Okay, yeah. He was the main. He was one of the main characters in the story as well. So
because I know Shinnok was in 10, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Shinnok. Yeah,
Shinnok was. He was the main.
Because he was the main bad guy in 4.
Right.
Yeah.
So and that's what I love about Mortal Kombat. There's so many characters that are the staples that are going to be in the game. But then there's so many characters that sort of kind of like forgotten about that I feel like have so much potential. Like if you think about the Chaos Realm, you got like what's his name? It's the dude. I can't remember his name, but it's the dude from the Chaos Realm. But damn, I can't remember his name. But he's like the general out there, and he's like a really like because Mortal Kombat used to have like a I haven't read it, but they had like their own comic series, and he was a big part of that comic series, and he was super like crazy. So I would like to see like those types of characters come back and see what they can do in a new light as well.
Anybody from Deception that you can see them probably adding on there?
Like I said, Onaga, Ashra.
Deception is another. What's the other one? What's the other one that? What was the other one that came
so
out?
They had
Deadly, yeah,
so
Deadly Alliance, Deadly Alliance,
yeah.
Deadly Alliance, yeah.
So I mean, just a whole bunch of there's so many characters that they can tap into. Like I said, Riku, Su Hao. I mean, I would love to see Reptile come back as well. That's an OG. Reptile has needs some love. Rain.
He wasn't in no recent ones. I feel like he was. I thought he was in 10.
Yeah, but Reptile can come back. I feel like I mean, it's like how.
I mean, because it's RE. I mean, Mortal Kombat 1. I feel like having because Reptile was like the OG hidden character in the original Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. So I think they're going to lean heavy on between Mortal Kombat's 1 and 4. That character pool is where I think they're going to lean on heavy, and then they'll sprinkle in some of the Deception and Armageddon and Deadly Alliance characters. But I think if you look at Mortal Kombat 4 and 3 and 4, but I think they've been hitting at 4 a lot. So if you look at those characters,
really,
they've
been hitting. They said that.
Oh. Well, Ed Boon said. Well, somebody posted like a screenshot of MK4, and he was like, "It's amazing how many of these characters are going to be coming back in MK1." He didn't say which ones, but I mean, that just shows. Okay, we might be getting, like I said, I think we might get Kai and we might get Riku, we might get Tanya or and Reptiles in there too. So it's like those are characters that are in the game. Goro is going to be in the game as well because Goro was in the trailer, I think, as well. So we're gonna get Goro.
Yeah, yep. I remember seeing Goro. Yep.
So I mean, we might get Jarek, the dude from the horrible.
Hey, I said that. I was like, what if he's like a playable character?
Yeah,
like what if he's like a DLC?
That would be funny to see Jarek come back.
Because speaking of, I saw something where they working on the sequel. They gonna start shooting the sequel to that movie, to that Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, yep. They already started it. They already announced who's gonna be casted for certain characters too. So
yeah. I thought I read that. Yep. I was like,
yeah.
Because I remember we was questioning if it was big enough to it, to come out with a sequel.
Yeah, I think it did well. It did well in the well, it didn't. I don't even think it went to theaters, did it? No, it went straight to no, because it was during COVID when it came out.
Yeah, I think it was simultaneously. I think
it was simultaneous. Yeah, okay.
I think it came out in the theaters and HBO, but I could be wrong. No, you might be right.
I think it was strictly HBO Max. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Maybe they want to try an actual theatrical release this time.
People in the chat, remember, let us know.
Yeah, let me know if y'all went and saw it on the movies or not, because I remember I saw it on HBO Max. So
me too. Yeah, I watched it on HBO Max too. But you remember though, it was a point where they were releasing movies simultaneously, like on HBO Max and in the theaters.
Bean said it was in both. Okay, so it wasn't.
It was in both. Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, man, I think it was.
All right,
I think it was in both of them. I know I wasn't tripping. Because COVID was some wild times, brother. It was some wild times.
It sure was.
It was, man. You want to go to commercial? We come back, do live questions. Make sure you hop in the question queue if you want to ask a question, and we're gonna do a one gotta go. So,
all right, y'all. We're gonna see y'all in 60.
Got some gold controllers though.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of controllers, so y'all gonna be chilling with us for the most part. I'm feeling it. But if you don't, then enjoy the ad or enjoy some Oyster. Whatever you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. All right, we'll see y'all.
Okay, I like that. Enjoy some Oyster. Okay. I see what you did there.
Look, every chance you get, you gotta talk about that.
I see what you did there. Look, I like that.
I'm just saying, look.
I like what you did there, young man. I like it. Keep it up. Keep it up.
You gotta do it. You gotta keep pushing the product.
You're right. You got. Oh, I see what you did there.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna say that.
Look, y'all heard it. Y'all heard what he said. Y'all heard what this man said.
That's my product. What you talking about?
Y'all heard what this man said. This man said you gotta push.
It's fresh on the streets, bro.
Fresh on the streets?
It is.
Man, it's
everywhere. I got that thing spreading like wildfire.
This shit is all coming together, man. It's all coming together. All you had to do is tell a brother you was doing your due. I mean, we all got it. We get it, bro. We get it.
Hey, bro, look, I'm just out here doing what I gotta do to do what I gotta do. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
You know, I'm just look. We know these things, bro. You know how you get. You know how you get these things popping, bro. You already know.
Look, I'm trying to get this album popping. That's what I'm trying to do. That's all I'm.
That's what you trying to do.
That's all I'm worried about right now. I don't know what else you talking about. I don't know what you talking about. I'm just
saying, bro. Like, you know, every time.
That Granddad Escobar. Granddad.
Man, I'm telling you, they know, man.
What? This is my hustle. I sell music. That's my hustle.
The people are not dummies. They know this.
What are you talking about?
They know this, bro.
They know what? They know that I am an upstanding citizen who just takes care of his family, makes music,
what you do,
does a podcast, you know, and minds my motherfucking business. That's all I do.
They know what you do, bro. They know what you do.
Legend in 2 games like Pee Wee Kirkland.
See? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know. People know me in the music world, and they know me in the podcast world. I'm a legend in 2 games. You right. Man. You right, Beans.
No, Beans.
You right, Beans.
We know you. Thank you, Bell. Tell them we know you out here.
Y'all acknowledging the fact that I'm a legend on this side of the world and in the music side. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, we know you out here, man. You don't have to.
Hey, bro. Look,
we got a lot to the people.
Hey, bro. Look, we back. Hey, that's all I gotta say.
All right. We back. All right. So this edition of One Gotta Go, it's gonna be anime.
Hey, okay.
Anime edition. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking, like, man, I was like, oh man, we haven't done like an anime, like One Gotta Go yet. So and most of these are OG anime. So sorry, folks, if you know, these are like, I'm talking about like in the 90s
anime fanatics, don't get mad at him.
One of them from the 80s, but yeah, most of them is gonna be 90s joint. Okay, so here they go. So here go the 4 anime movies: Ghost in the Shell,
okay,
Akira,
okay,
Ninja Scroll, Street Fighter 2, the animated movie.
I'm gonna say this one because this is the only one I have not seen, and that's Ninja Scroll.
What?
I haven't seen it.
You've not seen Ninja Scroll is almost like you saying you're not seeing Akira.
Hey,
like, come on, bruh.
I've seen Akira.
Like, I know. That's what I'm saying. How can you see that and you've never seen Ninja Scroll? Are you out of your mind?
What do you mean, bro?
Matter of fact, when we stop this, you gotta go see that.
I'll go watch it. No, I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it. But no. So here's the thing. So with anime movies, like, okay, I got into anime kind of weird. So first, I started watching anime movies not knowing what anime really was as a kid.
It's before a lot of a lot of y'all.
So a neighbor of mine, he used to have like all that shit. So when I would go over to his house, his dad. No, so never mind. His dad had all that stuff like that. So his dad would be playing. So that's how I first saw Akira. It's because he had it, and I was like, "This is a cool cartoon." So I thought it was just a cartoon when I was a kid. I didn't really know what anime was.
Ninja Scroll, man. That's goated, bro.
So I saw Akira and Ghost in the Shell from that, and then I saw Street. Actually, I saw all of them based off of that as a kid. So only one I did not see was Ninja Scrolls.
Damn, y'all voted Ghost in the Shell? Jesus Christ!
So if
I had to pick one, I'll pick Street Fighter. Even though this is still the best like Street Fighter movie out of all the Street Fighter movies that came out. Rather than other anime, I know they had a Street Fighter Alpha movie, animated movie, but then like even the other Street Fighter movies that came out. This Street Fighter 2 animated, it's called Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. That's the one. That's the one. But I would have to pick that one to go. I would have to pick that one. I would have to pick that one to go.
I watched that movie so many times.
Ghost in the Shell, Akira, and Ninja Scroll are goated. They are the granddaddies, the granddads, damn near. Especially Akira. Especially Akira. Akira is like, bro, Akira influenced so many live action movies, bro. It is crazy. So for me, the movie that's not going nowhere is Ninja Scroll. That's the one that's not going nowhere. Yeah. But if I had to pick one that had to go, I'm picking Street Fighter Street Fighter 2 animated movie. I'm picking that one.
Tell you what, after I go watch Ninja Scroll, I'll let you know if it's still stands.
Bruh,
I gotta go watch it. But see, now it's been so long since I watched. Well, Akira, I remember finally.
Akira came out in 88, bro. Yeah, Akira came out in 88. Yeah. I think Ninja Scroll came out in 93. It was either 93 or 95. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Ghost in the Shell was like 90. It was like 95, 96 ish. Because that movie kind of inspired Matrix. Like that was a movie that really you could see the inspiration from the Matrix on the Ghost of the Shell. Like crazy. Yeah, man. Nah, yeah, them joints. Thank you, Bell. No. Bell, I mean, and I love Street Fighter 2 animated movie. Don't get it twisted. That's why I said these 4 movies, because it was tough. But yeah, if I had to pick one, yeah, Bell agreement. Yeah, Street Fighter 2 animated one. That one got to go. Yeah, that one got to go.
Like I said, the only reason why I picked it because I haven't seen it, so I don't have a reason to pick it if I'm like, hey, I've never seen it. So.
I get it, King. Look, King. I already said, I know these movies I'm gonna name is gonna be before some of y'all time. It's cool. So I get it. Cool. Some people said their introduction to anime was Toonami, so I mean that's fine. I get it. That was dope too.
Shout out to my nigga Tom over at Toonami, holding it down in the spaceship.
You know what I'm saying? You know?
Nah, that's where Toonami is when I really got into anime too, and then after that, like
because I get it.
Yeah, well, that's when I started really knowing what anime was, and then like after that, I started like finding my own like other animes to kind of watch. That's when it was hard to find anime, and you kind of had to like not say you watch that shit because people were clowning you for that shit before it became cool. So yeah, I was like, watching. It was like I got into it real heavy. Like as I became like early in my teen, like late kid, early teens. Yeah, that's when I was like really
goated, bruh.
Nah, like, Akira's a shit.
So many movies copied from Akira, bruh. That shit is so crazy. Just like now looking back, now it's like, damn, it's so that's a movie that got goddamn a lot of babies. Like it's Akira, bruh. That's crazy. Fucking crazy. But all right. So who we got? Who's in the question queue? Anybody in the question queue?
So we got the one and only. You know what it is, Krishna. Get up in here. How you living? How you doing?
Welcome. Get your ass up in here.
Welcome to the show. I remember, Krishna. You said you had a good one for us on the last. I think it was last week when I did the Street Fighter stream. So
he did.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see what you're talking about.
He did.
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah. What's going on?
How y'all doing today?
What's up?
Doing amazing.
All right, let me make sure that's muted. Okay, that is. Yeah, I've been telling y'all. So this one is kind of also the same way as a one gotta go, but it's gonna be a matchup. Okay. So I got 5 different matchups, and one gotta go. Now to celebrate Granddad's 4th throw, I decided to give y'all a music theme on this one.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right. So the first one, I'm coming out with the heat in the first one.
All right.
Dr. Dre or the RZA?
As far as just overall everything?
Like, overall everything. Which one's got to go?
I might say RZA might have to go. Only because but damn, that 93 and 97 run is impeccable. But Dr. Dre run, I mean, Dr. Dre pretty much he dominated in 3 decades.
He's got 3.
He got the 80s, the 90s, and
Dre got 3 runs to RZA's 1 run.
Bruh,
so
yeah, man.
Even though that RZA run was special, like Dre had the NWA era, he had the Death Row era, and then he came back in the aftermath era. Yeah.
Like I said in my stream when I had streamed Zelda a few days ago, because I think someone had asked me about Dr. Dre, who can give Dr. Dre a run in the verses, and I said nobody. I said Dr. Dre. And when it comes to big hits, like if you doing the verses on like hits, Dr. Dre is Thanos, bro. Nobody is seeing Dr. Dre, bro. Nope. Like No, you can forget it. If you got to come up with 20 songs, if Dr. Dre got to give you his 20 biggest hits, nobody is seeing Dr. Dre, bro.
Nope.
So yeah, I gotta. Yeah, it hurts. Like I said, that RZA 93, 97 run was special as hell. But look, I also got to dock RZA 1 point for that damn beat making video he did. That shit was.
That man ain't gonna never live that down,
yeah.
Bruh.
What about the RZA's 1980 run though?
19
before he went to prison. What about the 1980s run?
Who?
RZA.
The 1980s run. What he produced in the 80s?
I mean, like he was with this was before Wu-Tang was being. It was him. It was Meth. It was Redman. He had Ghost at that time. I forget who else was in there.
Because I mean, I know he was solo at first.
Yeah.
But he had a couple of other people with him during that time. But then then it became a group thing.
Yeah. No, Dr. Dre. I gotta say RZA. RZA gotta go. I gotta say RZA.
All right. So everybody in agreement on that one. All right. Second matchup. Public Enemy or Outkast. No, not Outkast. A Tribe Called Quest.
Tribe Called Quest.
Public Enemy had too much of an impact as far as like Public Enemy. Like,
what you mean too much of an impact? That's pretty good.
No. What
you about to say?
No, what I'm saying is like compared to the two is like they had like Public Enemy, like Chuck D, like he was like a voice for so many things that like people needed to hear during that time. So like he had that thing. Now, mind you, Tribe, but Public Enemy, like it's the music, but it's also the message on top of that too that they were conveying, and as far as our people and stuff like that, and they were necessary at a certain time at the time that they came out, and they're still like people like herald them high. So yeah, I gotta go between the two, Public Enemy and Tribe. Now I'm saying that's the good thing I'm saying.
So who gotta go? Who gotta go?
Now Tribe. Now, hold on, this is hard, but Tribe, they have so much timeless music, and
Public Enemy do too.
I know, but man, Tribe just got so many.
Public Enemy do too.
I'm thinking music or the message. Like that's
so I'm gonna say I'm just gonna say Tribe for me, just more so on a personal level, just like the relationship that it brought me and my dad so much closer music wise as a kid. Seeing as a 10-year-old kid playing Low End Theory and like my dad liking me playing this hip hop album that I'm playing, that was like an anomaly back in the day, because back then parents hated hip hop. So for my dad to like love that album and he having all those jazz records that they were sampling, So I was just on that level. I'm gonna say Tribe. Tribe is gonna always win.
I'm gonna say, even still thinking about it all now across the board, and as far as me listening to it music as well.
I mean, Tribe got to stay.
Tribe's got to stay.
Enemy,
yeah,
they got to go.
So Public Enemy can go respectfully, but they can go.
All right, third matchup: Lloyd Banks or Ludacris.
Lloyd Banks.
Yeah,
easy.
Or Lloyd.
I'm going Ludacris.
Ludacris can go over Lloyd Banks.
I'm going.
Bro,
Ludacris.
You wild. You tripping.
I'm going Ludacris because Banks, he had a lot more misses than Ludacris in my opinion. But he also put out more work if you count his mixtapes. But if you just count albums,
So when you talking about Ludacris can stay?
Yeah, Ludacris can stay. Like Lloyd Banks got to go.
Cause like yeah. So that's what I meant. That's what I'm gonna say. It's like
I said Lloyd Banks. If I had to pick who got to go between them two, Lloyd Banks is going.
I thought you were saying Ludacris had to go. I'm like,
I'm picking Luda over Lloyd. That's what I'm picking. So Lloyd Banks got to go. Yes.
Yeah. Lloyd Banks didn't even get the catalog to compete with Ludacris. If you think about it, we're talking about this like we're just
Luda, man. I think people kind of disrespect Luda a little bit. Like his first. Yeah, like his first 4 album run was pretty nice, man. Like
Incognito up to I would say Chicken.
Back for the first time. Word of mouth and Chicken and Beer.
That
Red Light District.
Release Therapy was still dope too. Release Therapy.
That's
was
what
dope.
I'm saying. Like shit, he won a Grammy off Release Therapy.
Yeah.
So no, man, people.
Yeah, he built DTP by himself,
bruh. Like I think you know, and it was at a time when you talk about some of the after Outkast, like Ludacris, T.I., and Jeezy were like the names you talked about in Atlanta. Like, yeah, man, Ludacris. People better stop sleeping. People will see Ludacris in Fast and Furious, and they just forget. Like,
the problem
Ludacris
with Ludacris,
nice.
the problem, and Jay-Z even said it, the problem with Ludacris is because he came off with his videos were all goofy and fun, and he came off as like, okay, you know, like even though he was a legitimate, serious like artist and MC, but like the way that he portrayed himself was just so like not playful, but like goofy at times that people didn't take him serious. I mean, and that
but
kind of.
You can almost say the same thing about Busta Rhymes.
But see, here's the thing about Busta. Busta kind of like he did though. So Busta did a thing where he kind of like. I don't know how Busta. Well, here's the thing. Busta established himself earlier on before he did that because he came up with the leaders of the new school.
But he was still silly though.
But
videos were wacky.
Yeah, videos was wacky. But I don't know what about it is. But even Busta gets underrated though. If you think about it, he gets underrated.
I think Busta get his flowers. I think he get his flowers. I think he get his flowers more due than Ludacris does. I think
for sure.
People tend to forget.
But also Busta's went through all these eras. But see, Ludacris came out in the 2000s. Busta's been around since early 90s, or like even before that. But like when he came out solo, he was early 90s, and then he went through all these different phases, and he stood the test of time. And then he came around during that 2000s run. Him and Ludacris they had songs together. So that was during Busta's like Genesis era. But they had songs and records together. They complimented each other, and people were like, "Okay, I can see the similarities." But at that point, I mean, Busta was already a made man in the industry. So like he had hits with Janet Jackson, and he had he switched it up. And I also think him switching up to "Put Your Hands on My Eyes Can See," because I think what it was is he calmed down. Ludacris didn't really kind of calm down with his music after a few albums. Busta kind of calmed down a lot sooner, which people kind of think took him more seriously too. In a minute, I think that's what it was too. But if you think about it, yeah. So
yeah, man.
And shout out to Busta too. I think he just got like a lifetime achievement award from BET on the BET Awards.
He did.
Yeah. So shout out to Busta Rhymes.
All right. Matchup number 4. Swiss Banks. I mean, not Swiss Banks. Oh my goodness.
Swiss Beats?
Swiss Beats.
Okay.
Or Manny Fresh.
Swiss Beats gotta go. Come on, Swiss Beats going.
I'm picking. I'm sorry.
Get Swiss Beats out of here. Manny
Swiss Beats
Fresh
gotta go. I mean,
come on,
I keep thinking who would you pick? Oh, that's why I'm taking the question as who would you pick over.
Yeah.
But yeah, they gotta go is Swiss Beats easily. That's easy.
Get Swiss out of here.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of there.
Ain't no elaboration needed.
Last one. Lil Wayne or Ice Cube?
Both of them had impeccable runs.
They did.
I mean, nostalgia me, I'm going to say Ice Cube. And though I respect Wayne, like how I am with Wayne, my thing with Wayne is I have the same relationship with Wayne how Mike Seatown has the same relationship with Jay-Z. Like I respect, like I'm not denying Lil Wayne's impact. Mm-hmm. If you say Lil Wayne had like the top 3 most impact in hip hop, I won't argue that. I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. But for some reason, I always have like an overrated bug with Lil Wayne sometimes with me. Like I never really think he would like, and I'm kind of with Ken when he was saying that whole greatest rapper alive and all that stuff. I was just like, no, you're not. Like Lupe is out here killing shit. Like this was Food and Liquor, the cool Lupe. I'm like, no. And people was believing it. I'm just like, why are really people believing he's the great? Like, so yeah, like I respect Wayne. I like, and I do like it is albums and mixtapes by Wayne that I do enjoy. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying I don't like nothing by Wayne at all. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, it's just like Wayne just always been like, sometimes I'll be like, yeah, he's nice, but I don't hear what y'all be hearing about him, in the same way how Mike feel about like Jay-Z. It's like, yeah, Jay-Z nice, but I don't see this whole greatest stuff that y'all. So that's how my relationship with Wayne is. Like, it's always been that way with Wayne.
I'm gonna say Wayne can go as well, and this is coming from like we were all there for the Wayne the Wayne era when he just took over. And B, I have to agree with you on that because I've always like respected Wayne. Wayne is super talented.
Yeah,
yep. I think what happened is what Wayne did. Wayne took an above average skill set and then he applied it to a insanely, almost damn near impossible work ethic. And he just started cranking out so much work, so much quality or decent to quality work, and flooding the market so much. And mind you, a lot of people who became Wayne fans during this era didn't really follow his Cash Money Hot Boys era. So
because it was all about Juvie and BG then.
Right.
Like
so
the younger Wayne wasn't he wasn't who he was.
So they didn't have that to go off of. They just went off of, Lil Wayne, you know, when he came in and he was sort of like the last man standing on Cash Money, and he had and they had to throw him the ball. And
Because I didn't become a Wayne fan until the Carter One.
When the Carter
One came out, I was like, wait a minute, this is not the same guy that was on Hot Boys, and you know, he was different. He was different.
Because it started when he said, I remember when he said, and it was on the card, he said, the best rapper alive since the best rapper retired. Because it's the same time that Jay-Z said he retired.
Right.
So Wayne pretty much stoked his claim and said, okay, Jay-Z's gone, and he's the quote unquote best rapper. Now I'm the best rapper, and now I'm going to.
At that time, DMX was still rapping too.
Yeah. And what Wayne did was Wayne adopted Jay-Z's I don't write music, I go in the booth and spit moniker thing, and he did it, and he started, but he did it at an output that was even greater than Jay-Z at the time, because he was putting out all these mixtapes, all these projects, all these songs, and he just started making people believe. He got the young people's ears. He was making music for everybody. So he was making the lyrical stuff. He was making the stuff for the ladies. Party joints. He was making the hard.
The time that Wayne came in, he came in at a great time during that 2004, 07.
He saw an open and he took it. And nobody else could outwork it.
Because at that time, really the only Wayne's real competition was Kanye and Eminem. At that time,
and M wasn't really in that same lane. M had a whole different fan base to really that he was catering to. That wasn't technically the same as Lil Wayne at the time.
Yeah, I mean, Wayne got to go though. I mean, like I said, nostalgia. But nostalgia for me. Q. I mean, Q. Man, he can't. Jesus Christ! The fact this man was on NWA, he single-handedly shut NWA down.
He shut them down,
and he came out with 4 dope albums, including the dope ass EP.
Yeah,
you know,
and then, you know, Anime Friday.
Right,
Anime
you know
Friday.
Anime Friday.
Come on,
yeah, man. So
he gave us Smokey, y'all. He gave us Debo.
Wayne gotta go.
He gave us Ezel, bruh. He gave us Day. Come on, bruh.
Yeah, Wayne got to go.
Wayne ain't give us no goddamn Debo.
I respect him though. I respect Wayne. He's definitely a talented MC. But yeah, I'm going with Q. I got nostalgia in me. Is I'm sticking with Q. With Q.
Right. You know.
So
yeah.
All right, Christian. I appreciate that, man. Let's go ahead and get Igwe on here real quick.
All right. No problem.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right. Appreciate you, man. All right, y'all. Let's get Igwe up in here. Igwe, what up, bruh? You are on the air.
You are live.
You are on mute, Igwe. Word to Kev. Shout out to Kev.
Yo.
Hey, there he is.
Yo, what up? What up?
What's good, brother?
How y'all doing, man?
You chilling, man. How you doing?
Doing good, man. How you?
Cool. I'm cooling.
All right. What you got for us?
Since the 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Yes.
I got 2 questions. There's 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the first question would be, since the 50th anniversary, like what would y'all consider like the greatest albums of each decade?
That's a hard. That's
greatest album of each decade, bro.
That's like 70s, 80s, 90s. That's a lot.
I've been listening to hip hop since '88, man. It's so hard for me to pick.
Just name one, bro. Just name one. All you gotta do is name one each decade.
Well, bro. Okay. Well, like I said, okay. I was born in '88. I didn't start listening to hip hop. I didn't start listening to hip hop until, like, remembering listening to hip hop till '94.
All right.
So,
how about this? Each album. Well, if the decade don't apply to you, like you weren't there for it, then you don't have to include it. But I just this whatever whatever album. It could be like a super obscure album, or it could be like the super well-known album. It don't matter, but like whichever decade like applies to you, then you can answer for that one.
All right, so for the 2000s, I'd have to say for me personally, it's Mad Villainy, because that album, it just, I mean, that album you should know already, and Doom had already a huge impact on me, but that's when I became a true Madlib fan from that album, and then I went back and dug into everything Madlib did from that point on. So that birthed my appreciation for Madlib as a producer, but also it just solidified my, Doom as in my time. He's my favorite MC of all time. Doom is my favorite MC of all time. So that's what solidified it right there. So in the 2000s, like, and I listened to everything during that time, but when I came across that album, I was like, yeah, this one, this is one I can listen to. I can put that on and listen to it front to back all day. 80s, even though I got to it late, 80s, I'm gonna say, because this came out 89. So, but I went back when I finally started listening to it. I went back. De La, 3 Feet High, easy. That album, I can't believe that album came out when it came out, because it was so ahead of its time. Prince Paul, I don't know what the fuck he was on, and also the guys from the crew too. But just production wise and just sequencing wise and how it was orchestrated, like, that's wild that an album like that came out during that time. That's an amazing project. So if you haven't heard the debut, 3 Feet High and Rising from De La, that's probably, right there. That's my favorite album of the 80s. 90s. 90s it's between two. 90s is either Ready to Die. No. Scratch that. No, because it was late 99. This was 99, so it counts. So 99, I'm going Black Star.
Black Star, yeah, that's a good album. Yeah.
Black Star. It would have been Ready to Die, but then I found out about Black Star later on.
Yeah.
So that's 99. So I'm gonna give it to Black Star. And then I can't think 2010s, 2020s. I'd have to take some more time because there's so many albums. So, but those are the ones I can give you right there.
I feel that, yeah.
So 80s, I'm just gonna go with the very first cassette tape I purchased. That was EPMD Strictly Business. 90s, I'm gonna go The Roots, Illadelph Half-Life.
True.
2000s, I might go with Granddaddy. Well, no, since he picked Mad Villainy already, I'm gonna go either Blue Below the Heavens or Lupe the Cool.
That's a good one too.
Lupe Fiasco the Cool. I will have to go there for the 2000s. 2010s, I'm gonna probably say Reloaded by Rock Marciano. And 2020 so far, I'm gonna say Stove God's Reasonable Drought.
You lazy some Stove God, bro.
Yeah, that's if I'm going kicking. If I'm doing this decade so far, I still play that album faithfully, bro.
Nah, man, that's just the shit. But he's supposed to be dropping.
Oh no! I take my 2000 back. My 2000 album is Slum Village Fantastic Volume 2.
I was wondering why you ain't say Slum. I was like, Slum.
That's my 2000s album. Slum Village Fantastic Volume 2.
All right, yeah, but the question if you're really from Detroit or not.
That's funny.
All right.
Yeah. What about you? You got some albums? Even albums you listen to from decades that you probably was like, this is before my time, but I still like them. Like, is there any hip hop albums that came out before your time that you like?
Well, obviously, that didn't exist in the 80s, so I guess by default I'm gonna just say Straight Outta Compton. That's probably like the only 80s album I ever listened to.
Okay.
Straight Outta Compton. 90s, obviously. I was born in the late 90s, so I wasn't there for all that. But I did listen to a lot of 90s hip hop, so favorite album of all time is Illmatic, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. And then 2000s, I'm about to say College Dropout. Like, that's probably like my favorite album.
That's my late Registration is my favorite Kanye album.
Yeah, I feel that, but College Dropout, man, I play that joint to this day.
College Dropout was a moment.
To this day.
Yeah, to this day. You know, even when I showed people my wrap up last year, they started questioning me. I was like, yo, chill. I was listening to College Dropout, yo, chill. And 2000s, 10s, obviously that's my era. I'm gonna go to say To Pimp a Butterfly, man. To Pimp a Butterfly, yo.
Okay.
Such a phenomenal album, man. It's a phenomenal album. And so far for this decade, man, I'm gonna have to say King's Disease 3. I really still listen to that album, man. I really like that album, King's Disease 3, yo. King's Disease 3. Yeah, that's my list right there.
Actually, hold on. Nah, fuck that. No, hold on. Let me go back. 2010s and 2020s. I'm gonna be selfish. 2010s, Count O'Donnell, Experiment 7, Album of the Century. God damn it, that's my shit. And then 2020s, Oito. Yeah, that's my album. That's my shit. No, this is personal. This is me. That's me.
That man said this is personal.
Oito, man. That's my. I take that back. 2020s, Oito, man. That's my album.
Because 2019 was Count O'Donnell. And in the 2020s, I just made it in 2010. So yeah, there we go.
Oito, man, that's my.
Gotta do that. Gotta do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that. All right, I guess my second question would be, sticking back on hip hop, 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
What era or like aspect of hip hop would you will want to bring back? Like, let's say, I'm trying to think.
I would say DJing, man. Just the art of
DJing. Okay, yeah.
I feel like that's definitely a forgotten art in hip hop. Like people forget about like DJ. Man, the DJs are important. I saw a post that Cormega had posted on IG where he was like really giving DJ Jazzy Jeff his flowers, and I'm just like, yo, we need to give a lot of our DJs, like I'm talking about pure DJs, their flowers. That is a missing art. That's missing in today's hip hop, man. Like people do not appreciate real dope ass DJing nowadays.
All right, so how would you describe a pure DJ?
Walking in with 2 turntables, a case of actual records, and they got the microphone set up, and they actually conducting, and they're actually, unless they have an MC or somebody. Usually, if you had a party, they have somebody who will be the MC with the microphone, and they would work together. But if it is just the DJ will move the entire environment of the show, the crowd, the party, whatever it is. And I think what B's saying nowadays is a lot of DJs just, they just play songs, and they're not really, like the focal point of the show. They play background, they really play that background, and people don't appreciate the DJ like they used to be. Cause like, think about it. Back then, like we had DJs and people who like DJ Premier, DJ Jazzy Jeff, DJ, all these DJs who were like are staples, and you have DJ in front of their names. How many new DJs are out right now that people say, oh, that's the new DJ, and they're talking about? It's just producers and beat makers, but there's no DJs. All the DJs that are left, real DJs that are left, are from like, back then, who are still doing it. So, and I get like you have like newer HDs. We're talking about like the ones who are just like hip hop DJs. You know what I'm saying? So
look up Igwe, just look up some DJ Jazzy Jeff DJing videos, bruh, and just, man, the way that man mixes just like is amazing. Yep. Like it be other DJs be bowing down to him, bro. Like that's how goated DJ Jazzy Jeff is. So
all right, true.
Yeah. DJ Scratch is dope too. Look at some DJ Scratch stuff.
DJ Scratch.
DJ Scratch.
Yeah, man. I literally saw my own 2 eyes live. Producer Diamond D, he was DJing using 45s, bro. He had 45. 45 is the smaller joint. Yeah. Man, I saw him do a whole DJ set on 45s in the old ass fucking two channel mixer, bro.
Right.
That shit was amazing.
You got to be able to play the song, cue it up, switch out. Doom,
bruh.
Like, it's amazing seeing a real DJ at work, bro. Like, I bow down because like I couldn't do it because you got to do that. You got to know how to get. You can't mess up because like if you mess up, they gonna know because them mixes and switching the records and stuff like it ain't like you got Serato and you can cue up the next song like that. You got to be able to do it at the. It's a whole thing. It's a whole art form that I feel like people don't do anymore. And yeah, of course, these days it's easier because you got computers and whatever it is, but it's just something about, you know, having that raw art form of DJing and you know, the DJing having their own little, having their collection of records. Like, okay, they got this is gonna be my mix for today, and they hand picked them out and they got it specifically set up for just whatever the situation is, and it's dope, man. So it's like, yeah, if you get a chance to ever see something like that, hey, please do, because it's not common these days.
Yeah, I got an idea what y'all talking about. My favorite producer of all time, DJ Premier, and I be watching his videos where he be like moving the crowd or whatnot, and like, dang. So I have like I can see what y'all mean by that.
Yeah, because it's the DJ is just as important as the rapper or the MC that's on top of as there. Like, you can't, like, with true shows, you gotta have, like, every artist will tell you, and they go when they do shows and whatnot, you gotta have a DJ that you can trust, because when you don't got a good DJ, it fucks up the show. If your DJ ain't on par, or if your DJ ain't in sync with you, or vice versa, it messes up the show. So point blank. So always appreciate having a good DJ or being around good DJs, because they're needed for sure.
True.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to my brother. Yeah. Also, Z Trip's a good DJ. We saw him live at Soundset years ago. Z Trip is another dope DJ who does a great job too. So shout out to Z Trip as well.
True. So you got one, Granddad? You know, bring back some? Or
I agree with B on that, but also I think this is more with the rapping thing. Stop rapping over your fucking vocals.
Oh,
that shit drives me fucking nuts, bro.
That's crazy.
I hate so that crazy. With a passion. And I get, like, I see it on award shows now, performances, and I see it at people, like, I don't understand, like, how you do this. If you can go in the studio, and I get it, when the studio you got multiple takes, but if you can go in the studio and record this, you can go on the stage, especially after you record it, because you know the song now. You can go on the stage and perform it without having your background vocals on track. And now, I'll give it to you. You want to have your ad-libs, you want to have your chorus or your hook there, but them verses, you need to be doing them verses.
Yeah.
At the very least. But if I hear, that's karaoke, period. And that drives me nuts. That drives me insane. So I hate, like, I hate when I go to a show and I see somebody rhyming over their vocals. I don't take you seriously at all. From that point on, I don't care who you are. That's it.
Yeah, that's not even karaoke. That's worse than karaoke. At least karaoke, they got using instrumentals.
Exactly. Look, yeah, and it also shows that you don't have confidence in your stage presence and your delivery. That means that you need that as a crutch. And if that's the case, you need to do better at shows. Like me, when I first started doing shows, and I don't do shows like anymore or as much as I used to. But when I was doing shows, I made it a point to never rap over my own vocals. I don't care how long it took me. I would sit and practice and rehearse a song 1,000,000 times until I got it down to where I can be able to have my breath control, the way that I deliver it, as close to the vocal recording as possible where I didn't need it. And I took pride in that. And even these days, if I decide to go back and do shows and stuff like that, I don't care how long it takes me to get back into show shape. I do not want to have that as a crutch, because that, as an MC, for me, that's important. You need to be able to express yourself in the words that you wrote authentically, and not just say, hey, hit play on my song and let me, jump around and jump up and down and rhyme over my own vocals and stuff like that and give off a vibe. You can do way better. You leave more of a lasting impression, where people think so or not, being able to rhyme over your own stuff. That's why all these legends you see still do it. And they'll stop the show. They'll stop. Like Jay-Z, if you play a background check, it was a video, somebody played Niggas in Paris, and they played the vocal track, and he stopped and he said, nah, I can't do it. Like, I'm like, he's like, you didn't pay to come see me rhyme over my own shit. Like, you came to see me perform. So that's how it is. And that's how it should be. So bring that back. Stop letting motherfuckers rhyme over their own vocals.
True. I feel that.
That's all you have for us?
Yeah, hold on. Let me name mine.
Oh, you got it. Okay, yeah, name yours.
Hey, man, bring back the ringtone era, bro.
Yeah, you definitely showing your age on that one.
This man got this man was listening to Soulja Boy.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hey, bro, that was a moment. I ain't gonna look.
Do people even still care about like their ringtones on their cell phones? Is that still a thing? Like,
okay. I don't look. I don't think we're gonna ever have that moment again where people like the ringtone and then having your song as a voicemail, picking a song for the voicemail. That was a moment, bro.
It was, bro, ringtone. Oh
man, that was the shit though, bro. But nah, that shit ain't coming back. That shit ain't coming back.
E40, Lil Jon, who else? Kingy, Hurricane Chris.
Hey, baby. I had the Hurricane Chris as a ringtone for a minute. I had the hey, baby. I ain't gonna hold you. I did have that shit.
The Yin Yang Twins, bruh.
Man,
bruh, bring that back, man. Bro.
Hey,
we was in the recess cranking that joint.
Hey, man, look. Your ringtone said everything about you, bro. If you had you had to make sure your ringtone was on point for sure.
Hell yeah, yo. Bring back the ringtone. I
remember that.
Damn.
Yeah.
What else? I remember when the whole remember the Soulja Boy, what's his name? Ice-T was beefing and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. We were like, bro, who is this old ass nigga, bro? Talking about I want to get his geriatric ass out of here, bro.
Man, it was all out.
We was on that. We was on that type of vibe, bro.
It was wild, bro. Like time.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy how times change, man. And
bring back the ring.
Hey, you never know, man. Hey, you never know. They might come back. Look. You gotta start doing it. You gotta start putting ringtones on your phone and just bringing it.
Oh yeah.
You know, it just takes a couple people for it to catch on. That's all.
All right.
All right, man. But we appreciate you, man. Appreciate
you disagree? You disapprove?
Yeah, I disapprove big time.
You ain't never had a ringtone?
No, okay. I'm gonna show you my age. When I used to have an answer machine, you know, the kind you cut with the button. So I used to when I used to record my greetings, I used to have like my boom box, and I'll play like. Because at that time, you know, that's when I started having girls calling my line. So I had like a slow song playing. You reach such and such at the tone. You know, trying to be in my sexy voice. Yeah, at the tone, leave a message at the, you know. The kind of I used to have to go to fucking CVS and buy those little mini tapes because the tapes on my answer machine used to run out and you used to have to put another one in. Man, I'm showing my age. So yeah, that's how the shit used to be back then, boy.
Yeah, bro.
You used to have to keep the mini tapes on deck for your answer machine.
Hell yeah. Now we had one in the crib too.
Sure. Well, we had to record the songs on the cell phones to listen to it because you know your parents weren't trying to buy no.
Right now you had to stand by the radio or stand by the TV or they play the video. Yep.
Yeah, we had to go up to the radio or whatever and just put on record on our phone and that's how we listen to music, bro.
Yeah, man. Simple times, man. Simple times. Now, people look. Kids these days don't know how easy they got it. They don't.
Hell no. All right, man. That's my question, man. Shout out hip hop, man.
All right, shout out to hip hop. Appreciate you.
Yo, shout out Oito.
Yes, sir. Go get that.
Oh yeah. I didn't know you had what's his name Status Selector on the album. I was like, oh,
hey, bro, look, I was working out here, bro. You know,
Status Selector.
You know, look, little something, little light flexes out here. You know.
Oh yo, shout out White Primo. I call him White Primo.
You know, yeah, I think he just dropped the album too. So shout out to Static for sure.
Yeah, shout out to Static. Hey yo. You rapping, but let me make a couple for you, bro. Like, come on,
bro, look, we can talk. Look, Igwe, you go with it. We can figure it out. Like, you know, I'm out here. We gonna see what we can get done. Look, I'm all about it,
yo.
You know,
trying to work too, yo. I'm trying to work too.
I feel you. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you.
Of course, man. Of course.
All right, man.
All right, I'll catch y'all later.
All right, peace.
All right, y'all, and that's going to do it for the questions. Good question. Shout out to Christian and Igwe, you know, showing love as always. And if y'all ever want to hop on the show and come in and ask some questions, you can just hop into our DEG Pod Questions crew, or Pod Question queue, and then we'll bring you onto the show. Or you can go to the DEG Pod Questions tab on the Discord and answer it there if you don't want to be on the show. Or send it to one of our socials, and if it's a good enough question, we will answer it live. But that's it. So, B, close us on out, brother.
Yeah. Anything you got going on your channel? You streaming anytime soon?
I don't know. I do want to get back to the streaming. But I just been so busy with the music stuff. But I do want to get back to streaming. Like I said, so if I don't know, we'll see. I'm trying to see if anything is coming out that I want to stream. If so, or if it's something I want to play, want to stream, definitely I'll hop on. But I did just do a listening stream on my channel.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. I think I was in there.
So I did do that.
I was in Detroit when you went live.
Yeah. So I did that, and then but I'm definitely gonna try to get some more gaming going on for sure. So we'll see. But other than that, just spin the album, run up that album, and keep showing support. Appreciate y'all.
All right. So yeah, as always, tomorrow new episode is the mic still on. Wherever you get your podcasts. No Dead End Hip Hop Live this Wednesday. It's going to be next Wednesday, July 5th, because we got some content we need to shoot. And next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday, July 7th, will be the Friday matchup. Myself versus Spike Lou. It's Memphis, y'all. So 3-6, I'm representing 3-6 Mafia. He's representing A-Ball MJG. That's going to be the Friday for that July 7th. And, Dead End Hip Hop stuff, just be on the lookout for all that other Dead End Hip Hop stuff. And I'm trying to, I think now that I got Zelda out my system, I'm gonna try to do some streaming on here on this actual channel as well, and figure out what I want to play for y'all wonderful people. But that'll do it for this week, man. As always, man, appreciate you guys watching, appreciate you guys listening to us. Appreciate Bro Mally for the gifted subs, came in, sprinkling some change for us.
Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody came up in here chatting amongst yourself and chatting with us. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast episode this week, and we will see y'all next week for the gaming episode. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.